this narrative that keeps getting pushed in front of us. We want everybody to believe stories like this, which
this one did numbers.
True. It says on her leg over here, if you can't read it on your screen, it's okay to be bigger than your partner. And I'm assuming this is the partner over here with the weird undies that he's gone on. And of course, the answer to that is no, it isn't. You don't have to believe any of this crap that they're, trying to cram down your throat, guys. It's like, push back on these narratives, speak loudly, make your statement and your point. It's just, it's just absurd that.
There's a bunch of guys in the comments that are all about it.
Yeah.
A lot of cope from the, I like a bigger girl. I like that. It's like, no, man. Like,
you don't have the option, buddy.
Yeah.
Ice Spice is the next one over here. I don't know what this chick's story is. She looks like she's got the tism. Ice Spice admits gets jealous of how easy men have it in a misogynistic world. A successful artist at an award, probably with more money than everybody we know combined, is crying about being a victim in a man's misogynistic world. I put up here, I have it so easy. Please sign up for my OnlyFans, link in bio, right? Because it's like women get money and attention thrown to them so freely. And I always find it surprising that there's still this consistent, I have to be a victim. I have to find some way to broadcast my victimhood. And I've said this before, and it's in my book. It's in the red flag chapter, of course, is, stay away from the unhappy and the unlucky, like the perpetual victims, the one that always sort of manufacture some sort of reason to be held down, even though at this time in history, more than any other, women are arguably supremacists, in a sense where they have more control and more power. But this is the world we live in. Successful artists are telling themselves and telling the world that they live in. Men have it easy. And I mean, I'm still waiting to enjoy some of this privilege that I've been told that I have. I didn't really enjoy it during divorce and family court. I didn't enjoy it during disputes, when working in the corporate world. I have yet to enjoy some of this male privilege. Have you ever enjoyed any kind of male privilege that's been an advantage for you?
I think you're going to be waiting a very long time before that comes around.
If you guys have ever enjoyed male privilege, please let us know.
Let me know where I can get it. I'd love to try some. That'd be great.
I'd like to get some of that male privilege that I keep hearing that I have.
I can sign up. Let me know where I can sign up and get on that waiting list, because that sounds pretty sweet. Get it.
Maybe it's in one of those like cereal boxes as a prize in the bottom. I'm not exactly sure where to find it. All right, we're going to talk about dead bedrooms, because somebody mentioned earlier in the comments, and it's in the title. So this is one of these quick Reddit posts, and it says, I gave her a year. So last year, I don't know what these acronyms are, HLM and LLF. If anybody knows, let us know in the comments. I couldn't figure it out, but I'm assuming one's male and one's female. This is sort of one of the things that these wokies sort of use to describe whatever complications are going on in their life. Anyway, so last year, me and her had a big fight over intimacy, emotional connections, and how she never wants to cuddle and watch a movie or just anything. I was ready to call it quits then. 19 years this is going on. The talk or arguments were every 4 to 6 months. She said she had so much to do. By the end of the day, she was so tired. So I compromised. I will do everything in the house so that she can focus on work and her once a week meetings. In return, I want what she has not given me, because all of the stuff she said she did. I gave her a year. The year is up. Nothing changed except for one thing. Today I moved out. I captioned this saying, men need to learn that chore play, which is what this is. When guys try to exchange doing something in the house or new tasks, they take on some burden that she complains is preventing her from being intimate. I'm so tired at the end of the day because I have this, that, and the other thing to do. So what a lot of guys will do is they'll say, well, I understand, honey, and I love you. So let me take care of those things so we can free up some time for intimacy later on. And what usually happens when they take on chore play is what you'd expect would happen. Absolutely nothing. They don't get any more of what they're looking for, and the frustration continues into perpetuity. And all they've done is taken on more burden of labor in the household and getting less in return. Men are very apt, because they love their woman, to do whatever it takes. Like, they'll stay longer out of a sense of duty, it seems. Yeah, it's a story as old as time, man. Like they actually have a Reddit thread, r/dead bedrooms, and it's one of the most active ones on there. Guys and gals, like women complain about it too, but it's mostly men complaining that there's no intimacy after they've committed and moved in together. And it's one of the reasons why I mean, I get criticized on this all the time off. People say, well, why do you say, you shouldn't live with a woman? It's like, this is one, like, beyond family law getting invited into your life. The familiarity of being together, the proximity, the closeness, being there all the time, interest in intimacy wanes over time. It just does. That's why, in my opinion, it's better to maintain two households, especially in a hostile family law environment like Canada.
Yeah, well, my guess is this was not a overtime issue. The way it makes it sound is this was never when you put acronyms, and I hate that I know this, or I'm just deducing that HLM means high libido male and LLF means low libido female. So yeah, or I mean that's
Or
pretty
that.
much yeah. So women will again. This is most guys have just a fundamental lack of understanding about how women work, and they take their words at face value instead of paying attention to what they do. And like, man, been there. Like, my ex was the exact same way. Like, oh, like, I just don't have the burning desire for anybody. It's not just you. I just have a low libido. I think I might be asexual or whatever it is. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, that's totally. So then you work harder to like, okay, well, she's presented me with a problem, and it's my job as the man to fix that problem. Oh, I'm too tired. I have too much stuff to do. Okay, I will knock out all the chores so you no longer have nothing to do. Oh, well, it's something else. It just this ever regressing moving of the goalposts, and guys will just eat that stuff up forever. I mean, this guy lived it for 19 years. He finally, got his balls out of her purse and moved out. But that's not to say that he's going to be able to solve it with the next chick that he's with, unless he goes and learns the material and unplugs around the lives of women and really learns how they work. He's just doomed to repeat his mistakes. And that's what a lot of guys will, when you see guys throwing around labels like NPD, BPD, they don't understand that women are more similar than they are different. You can always trust women to be women, and you're the common denominator in all of your relationships. So the low libido stuff, again, finish all those sentences with you. She's too tired to do stuff with you.
Mhm.
She has too much of a low libido with you. She doesn't really feel like it with you. I mean, you've seen guys that will write down journals and spreadsheets and present to their wives and say, here are all of the times over the last 6 months, the date and the time stamp that you refused my advances and the reason given. Now, because of all this, therefore you have gone against your wifely duties. Therefore, you owe me sex. And they expect her to go, oh my God, like, I had no idea. You're so right. Let's just jump into bed right now. And yeah, we catch a lot of shit for this. And guys will be sexless at their own peril because of the dumb mistakes they make, and they listen to the wrong people, and can't save everybody. We can only lead the horse to the water, but it's not surprising how common this is.
You can call me a lot of things, but I haven't been called a liar before on stuff like this. I'm still waiting for somebody to come up with a reasonable argument
Yeah.
or
Where's
prove
the
me
lie?
wrong. All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the Courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.